just like got together collectively and was just working. Yeah.
That's what we try to do. We
Yeah.
try to facilitate some collaboration going on. And I think you know about that yourself. Can I
Yeah.
first get you to speak about your personal artistry and
Sure.
let me hear more about what kind of brought you into doing what you do now and where you
Yeah.
are?
So I started doing music seriously when I was 18. 16 to 18. I always grew up with music, but like actually getting into like what I would consider like my zone, my genre, my type of music, I've just been creating since then. So I have 2 albums out. I have 2 mixtapes out. So just dropped an album this year titled 222.
Shout it out.
Yeah, it's everywhere, y'all. Just go stream that. It's 10 tracks. All 10 tracks are, you know, fire to me. Like, obviously, I'm the artist I consider, but I do consider this to be my best body of work. And then, you know, just being that artist, you know, you go through the engineers, working with different engineers, working with different producers, working, you know, with people. Some people don't understand your vision. Some people will take your vision and make it into their vision, or you know what I mean? So I started getting into the production game, like, honestly, maybe like 7 years ago.
Okay.
Started learning. It's really all about education. And then we're here now, ESauce Productions. I just, you know, went with it full time in September. The website just went live, ESauceProductions.com. And it's just kind of like a collectively started with me as the artist and networking and working with other artists, just having that understanding.
Yeah. Now, I heard you say it's about education, and I would have to agree.
Yeah.
Us here at SongLab, we try to educate all the artists that we're in connection with, and you kind of have to have a tenacity about, you know, learning if you are in these type of, like the entertainment field, because not everybody's going to give you the game, and the game they give you might just be game on you.
The game is sold, not told. Yeah.
So we are big on education. Can you tell me a bit, like, what are one of the biggest things, like one of the biggest topics that you had to learn to kind of help you, you know, move and expand just from your artistry into producing and everything that you're doing now?
I wanted to be a part of every aspect. So first, that just consists of, okay, where do I start? Like, if you are an up and coming, you know, engineer, or if you're an artist that wants to engineer your own music, or just learn so that you have that knowledge when you're in the studio with other engineers and producers. YouTube University. You know, I did go to Phoenix College. I did take some music production classes at Phoenix College. Awesome. But ultimately, I did create and learn how to use my own style with engineering by getting hands-on, and then just learning by other engineers. I've had some good role models in the game. Train, he doesn't really do a whole lot now, but he's taught me a lot. Like 5 years ago, he was like, hey, this is the basics. He sent me, you know, folders of information, you know, that I would go through and read and learn and get hands-on. But ultimately, he's like, trust your ear.
Yeah.
You know, when you're getting different technology, learn what this technology does before you use it, before you implement it into what you need to implement. You know what I mean? So there I am, like, as the student. I was a student for 6 years. I'm still a student today. I'm still learning new plugins, new technology is always growing. So education is very important. Yeah.
I think it's the way that anybody who's serious about their craft stays a step ahead.
Yeah.
Right?
You have
gotta
to
stay in your craft and always learning about your craft.
Yeah.
To make something new. Right?
Yeah.
To always bring about the best. And with that, you said you just dropped an album this year.
Yeah.
What list a single? What are we to expect from it? Give us some of that.
Yes. Okay. So the album dropped. It's titled 222. It dropped February 22nd of the year 22. So twos are very symbolic in my life, and especially in the past like couple years as well. My favorite off the album, I mean, there's so many good ones, but personally, my favorite, the song that means the most to me personally, is number 2. It's called Late Night, and it's really me getting out of my rapper persona and being more of a singer. Okay. So it's a good one, y'all. Go check it out.
A little bit of vulnerability there, but it's real.
Yeah.
And now that's awesome. Like for me,
Yeah.
my number is 9.
Yeah.
But then, hey, so twos,
Mhm.
divination,
Yeah.
duality, it's big.
Mhm. Yeah.
So with that, how much of this project did you have to like source out to other people? Did you work with a lot of folks, or was this
No.
more?
So artist wise, I do have some features on the album. Shout out to Ash Menace. Shout out to Ambition. Shout out to Julie Funsize. Brown Girls, you feel me? Brown Girls
Yeah.
Gotta Show Love. Biggie, as well as Just the Impress. So
Yes.
we have some really good features on the album, but I did mix the entire album, but I only work with one producer. Like if I'm not producing my own, I only work with one producer out here, Willie Animal at the bakery. We have this understanding. We've been working together for like 4 years now. So before we worked on the album, I dropped some singles, you know.
Nice.
So yeah,
Little
so
campaign.
All the Feels, you know, that's a single that I dropped with Willie. So it's, you know, it's just a good relationship that we have. He executive produced the entire album. I said, here's my references, my reference mixes for you. So you know what I want, you know, the style I want, you know exactly what I want. Put your fucking flavor on it, bro.
Hey, that's how
you know what I'm
do.
saying?
Put the
He
sauce on
cooked
it.
it up. Yeah, so I worked really closely with him on the album, and it came out so good. I can't be happier with it, honestly.
So it was pretty much a collaboration between you and him, bringing about your idea and everything. How has it been working with him for these last 4 years? Like, how has that relationship been, having a producer that you can go to that understands and gets you? Because some artists don't have that.
Yeah,
they
don't have that. Exactly. So honestly, it's just a great feeling, because before then I was working with various producers, just trying to find like, I don't want to sound cocky, but like no one could do what I could do better.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. But I'm such a perfectionist when it comes to my music, bro. I'll sit down with it forever. It took me 4 years as is, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like through the trials and tribulations, I went through a lot of like health issues and a lot of just different changes throughout, you know, creating this album. So Willie, like we have a really great understanding, kind of like a sis and bro understanding, where it's like, I'm not afraid to tell him, bro, this is not what I want, or this is amazing, and he'll be like, but we got to do this, or we got to do that. Like we have a good, you know, back and forth, and just a good understanding. So working with him is great, honestly. Like if I can't bring an artist's you know, vision to life, I send him to Willie. Like that's my guy. You feel me? But it's just like I said, I'm a perfectionist in that way, so it's good to be like, okay, rough draft, take it to the next level. And so within those 4 years, he also taught me a lot. Again, being that student in the education. So with what he taught me has made me, you know, just a better engineer as well. So it's all full circle, man. It's all full circle.
It's like it helped you. You're both bringing out the best of each other in the relationship that you guys are building. Yeah. Which is actually adding to some great music.
Yeah.
With that, and you producing on your own, how has it been working with other artists, you know, and producing for them and collaborating with them, bringing their ideas to the forefront?
I love it. Honestly, it's not the first time that I've, you know, mix engineered for artists, but it's the first time that I'm actually doing it full time, like as my business, ESauce Productions. Nice. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, like I always say, music heals. Because I have an autoimmune disease that, you know, takes a lot out of me. But I'm always able to get back with music. So me working with other artists, bro, it's just like when you see that artist, like their eyes light up, their ears, like, man, oh, that sounds fire. Like, this is exactly what I wanted, bro. That makes me happy. Yeah. So I want to do that for other artists. Because I'm the artist, and I'm also the engineer now. So it's like,
so you know both sides.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, and I do a lot of like artist development as well. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So on that side of the equation, because that's one thing that we're getting into as well, trying to help artists to develop their craft and understand this business better.
Yes.
You know, what are some of the bigger struggles that you've seen artists are facing currently?
It's just not knowing which path to take. So on top of being your own writer, you write your own music, you got to figure out, okay, what do I do with the beats or the beat producer? How do I make sure I have the correct rights for that? So it's just, as far as development, it can go more on actually developing your sound as an artist, helping you with writing, with development, with what you need to be ready for or to expect when you're in the studio. Studio etiquette.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's big.
Don't waste people's time. Like, what I'm saying? You're paying good money for this time. Be ready. Like, know what you want, and these are the steps that you need to take to get there. And then there's the artist development side, more of like distribution and marketing and what you need to do to push your music or to get it out there on what platforms, things like that. How do you get paid as an artist? Yeah. How could you make a living as an artist? Is this for fun? Are you doing this for play? Or you want to do this in real life, like for real? You know what I'm saying? So there's different levels to that. And I'm here to help with everything.
Yes, there are definitely levels to it. Yeah. And some artists, I feel like they get overwhelmed by all the levels. Yeah. So then they stay on one level because they feel comfortable there. Yeah. Have you found in your artistry moments of comfortability or stagnation? Oh, yeah. And how did you overcome that?
Yeah. I've been that artist. I could still be that artist. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's more of like a drive of like, for me, I like to give an example of like, cause my body is like my worst enemy. So my mind is always on 10, like, gotta do this. I can do this. I can do this. I can do that. But my body is like, yo, girl, chill out. Like, you need to take a rest. Like, you know what I'm saying? Take care of yourself. Self-care. So if you want to do music for real, every artist has a drive in them to do music. They love it. They're going to continue to do it no matter what obstacle. Yeah, well, sometimes we need to take our downtime, take that time for ourselves, But ultimately, like for me, when I am in that downtime, when I'm like, hey, I got to put music on the back burner right now, or where I have put music on the back, I'm always thinking, oh, what am I going to do for my next project? I always end up singing to, covers or whatever. Yeah. Like music is always around. So it's like, as an artist, like I said, you have that drive to continue. So maybe hanging out with other artists, getting in an environment that takes you out of your comfort zone. You got to get out of that comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to do it, man. You just got to work at it and just can do it.
And I think that's kind of like one of the core things of being an artist is being uncomfortable. Yeah. Like you jump on stage in front of tons of people.
Like, let's be real. When you first perform, you ain't ready for that.
No,
you ain't ready.
I was not ready for that. The fear of even just talking in front of a bunch of people and knowing what you're gonna say, especially even trying to remember your words to the beat. For me, I don't care what no one says. It's sometimes still scary, but I love it. I love it. It's like the flow, the energy. Of it. Yeah, the energy.
The energy, bro.
It's crazy. Yeah. And so, how are you feeling about the energy now in your career? Like how everything is coming together. Give me some of that. I want to feel that too.
I was sitting at my 9 to 5, and I've always done music. Even everyone has their job, and then then you have music, and then at what point in my life, like I had just had a birthday in August, and I was thinking, at what point in my life am I gonna take music at 100%? You know what I'm saying? Like I've been giving music 25%. For I don't know how long. 25%. When am I gonna give it 100%? You know what I'm saying? My girl told me, this is your passion. Why aren't you doing this full time? I said, girl, you right. You know what I'm saying? Like
100%.
I was like,
I've been asking myself
why aren't I like, you know what I'm saying? I have the knowledge. I have the experience. Just personally for me, again, like with what I go through in my health, like I typically can't be that front runner, that artist, that, touring, all that. It's just not for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm still always going to create music, but I want to help build other artists. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm in my 30s now. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want to pass on what I've, learned to love and know and what I'm capable of doing let me put this into the younger generation.
Oh yeah.
Let's build that up.
Definitely.
Let's make fucking noise in Arizona with our younger generation and just build up and just, build the community, bro.
Hey, especially when it comes to building the community and talking about making noise. In this generation, you have been working with a group of individuals, and there has been a movement that has been sweeping Arizona for a while now.
Yeah.
Like,
shout out to my brown boys. Shout out to the brown girls. You feel me? Yeah.
It's been swelling and growing.
Yeah.
And you've been working with people like the Smeared Lipstick crew.
Yeah.
You've worked with them as well.
Oh,
Go ahead and tell me about these groups that you've been working with and collaborating with, and then also give me some information about the female hip hop scene out here in Arizona, which I don't, we have a lot of female artists out here, but as far as getting it singled out to be shown and highlighted, I don't think it happens enough. So go ahead and speak to both of those things. I know it's a lot, but I want to hear it.
Oh no, it's all good. Again, shout out to my brown boys and my brown girls, my brothers and sisters. You feel me? Ultimately, we are just a group of like-minded artists and individuals. Not even all of us are artists, like musically. We have barbers, we have clothing designers, things like that. We just support one another because more than anything, support is really the foundation of being able to grow in any industry. Yeah. So we do that, and then we also have our community outreach as well. So it's, getting close to the holidays, so we'll be, doing things for, giving food to the homeless and the shelters and donating clothes. And we've all been working on our own crafts individually, but we always have that united support. You know what I mean? Like, hey, we'll have our get-togethers and things like that. Since COVID, it's kind of been weird. I'm not gonna lie, but things are getting back together. You know what I'm saying? But we always have that support. And then the brown boys, they do their thing too. They're always out doing shows, events, things like that. The studio that I actually work at is brown boys and brown girls studio.
Oh, nice.
So shout out to Flows. Yeah, a lot of the brown boys, they work out of that same studio as well. Oh. So it's the community again. It's family, bro. It's family. We're just, rocking. And then the girls, of course, Smeared Lipstick. You brought them up. I'm actually working on a track. Mix and mastering a track for them right now. I got another one in the pipeline coming up. So yeah, they got some new music coming out too. Shout out to Unique. Shout out to Monique. Hey. Some gas, saucing it up for them. You feel me?
That's awesome.
Yeah, but the female, as far as female artists out here, I have seen a lot of growth in that, in that area, and there's so many talented female artists out here. And really I think that now we are getting a lot more recognition than we were getting back in the day. So I mean, that is it's better now, you know what I'm saying?
That's good.
But it's I just feel like we have to work 10 times harder to get that recognition, and that's okay, because women, we are the alpha species. No, but we women, we do our thing. 100%. We work hard the same. You know what I'm saying? It's a grind at the end of the day. If you want to be, on platforms and you want to be highlighted, we probably got to do this a little bit extra work. Reach out to, who you need to reach out to. Make yourself known. Make it known what you want. Closed mouth don't get fed.
Correct.
100%. So. Shout out to all my female artists. That's, who I really am out here grinding for as well. I'm behind the female music artists. If y'all need an engineer, holler at me. If y'all need a safe space, a studio, holler at me. The LGBTQ community as well. Safe play studio to record at. No judgment, holler at me. You feel me? I'm your sister in this. So let's get it. Let's work, y'all.
You heard that, you heard the passion, and it's real. And honestly, I don't disagree. You know what I'm saying? I'm a man. I love the female.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying they can be alpha. I'll open the door. What do you mean? The truth is, I just don't think as a whole the female artistry in Arizona is highlighted enough because we have so many Like we could literally do a full AZ Hip Hop Fest female edition.
Yeah, honestly,
there's a lot out here, and they are dope. We have enough good artists to do that with. So yeah, I just wanted to bring some light to that, and thank you for being a part of that and helping push that and bring light to, you know, Brown Girls Movement, Brown Boys, all of the work that you're doing. It's phenomenal. It's incredible, and I'm in awe of it. Like, so thank you. Can I get what you are most excited for in the future right now, say in just this music scene that you've been kind of keeping your eye on, whether it be like the AZ Hip Hop Fest or the AZMT Awards or anything that, or anything that you're kind of excited for? So what's going on right now in the scene?
Well, shout out to AZMT. My album is up for a nomination for Album of the Year. So that's I always look forward to that. You know, I haven't gone in a couple years, again, COVID, but we're back at it, and you know, we about to show, make sure y'all go vote. But shout out AZMT. So that's gonna be dope. They always do like a nice red carpet, and the event's always, you know, it's always nice. So so that's cool. But I'm really looking forward to y'all's next event. Hey. You know what I'm saying? You told me January, so you know I'm gonna be keeping an eye out for that.
Keep an eye out.
I definitely I'm about to be out here on these streets, like networking more at events, because my website just went live. Again, ESauceProductions.com. You could book on the website. You know, there's a calendar where you can book online, or you can give me a call. We'll book that way. You can hit me up on the IG, ESauce Boss. You could book that way. But really, I'm just excited for the future and like growth, you know? So it's like, I decided to go full time, you know, in September with this. So it's only been a month, you know. I have already gained like a couple clients, so you know I'm blessed to have that right now.
Blessings, yes.
Yeah, so it's just, you know, I'm just excited for the growth. Eventually, I was talking to my brother Willie Animal, and we've, you know, just been brainstorming. You know, he wants to open up his own, you know, studio location, and I was like, bro, I'm there, like, you know, like 100%. I'm there working with you, like, and I love what you guys got going on here. You guys need an engineer, yo, come out. It's really you don't hear a lot about female engineers. Yeah. So it's kind of rare. So, you know, I'm just trying to, you know, be where I need to be and to help where I can. And to, again, it's for the culture, for the community. Just looking forward to like see where this goes, because I've never like all 100%, you know, gone into this, and it's time. It's time
already.
Thank you.
You literally, your name is not only known, it's solid certified. So
thank you.
Let's sign, seal, and deliver that to a brighter future.
Yes.
So thank you very much for sitting with me. If I can have you again, shout out all of your social medias. Let people know how they can connect with you and your music, and anybody else you want to shout out on the show, and then. After that, if you could just shout out SongLab a little bit so we can get that sound bite.
I got you. Let me give you guys your shout out right now. Thank you, SongLab.
SongLab Live. Wow. Even I had to think about it.
SongLab Live. Shout out to SongLab Live, y'all, for having me on the show. I appreciate you guys. Tune in. Make sure y'all tune in. Tap in with them. And then you can find me on social media at my IG, ESauce Boss, my website, ESauceProductions.com, and then you can search me on any major music platform, ESauce, one word. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you very much again for sharing this time with us.
Thank you for having me here. Good. Let's get it.
Yeah.
That was good.
Thank you. Hey,
ESauce. Let's get it. Making them commas. I'll never be common. Say what you wanna, hit you right up on me. Back of the truck, she say I'm a Mac though. Sticking my cheese, I'll never be lactose. Where is the cash though? It's in the bag though. Benjamin Franklin's, the head of my bands though. Money is time, my watch is on fast mode. motivation, no donations, no more waiting beats on these beats, and you know